Welcome to the Nerd News Podcast, starring Tyson Cox and Tyler Waltz.
And welcome to another episode of Nerd News. I am your host, Tyson Cox, and with me always is my long-haired co-host,
Tyler Waltz.
And I want to give a shout-out to Defense Mechanism for that wonderful, wonderful song. Make sure to check him out. He just had an album released a couple of weeks ago. It is fantastic.
It is. It's phenomenal.
So, what is up, nerds? What's going on in the nerd world? Hit us up. Tell us what's going on in your nerd life. We'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, because there is so much going on.
All the time.
We were checking the news this morning, and it was just a tidal wave of crap. It's just wild how much stuff is coming out right now.
Constantly.
Yeah. Yeah. But before we get into that, we have a very important update. One might say the most important update.
Yes, someone would say that. Not me, personally.
Well, how much fun did you have?
I had
the Ninja Sex Party concert.
I had a pretty good time.
Yeah. So for those of you that may have not seen an earlier episode, we were going to go see Ninja Sex Party, which is my favorite band of all time. It's actually the shirt I'm wearing right now.
Yeah.
I didn't get this one at the concert, but it is my favorite band. And Tyson was a little bit on the fence and a bit upset of how much the tickets cost because I bought front row VIP seats, second row.
Yeah. Well, I also got upset when during the last podcast, you're like, oh, yeah, you can't sit down and you have to be there 2.5 hours early. This is torture. This is the worst thing on the planet.
But neither of those were true.
That is actually.
I mean, we did get there early, but you could sit down.
Yeah, they had a little Q&A, which was nice.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It was inspiring.
Yes, very inspiring.
We cannot be stopped. Thank you, Danny and Ninja Brian.
Excellent. You guys are beautiful people. But yeah, no, so you did have a good time.
I did have a good time.
You were skeptical, and at the end of it, how would you say, on a scale of 1 to 10, how was your experience?
It was a 9. It's pretty good.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I always enjoy when a bunch of nerds get together over a community thing. Mm-hmm. We're all here for this.
Yeah.
And just seeing how much it meant to other people and then knowing I was in a seat that someone would kill.
That's true. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
You can actually see that picture of just how close we were on Ninja Sex Party's website.
Oh, yeah.
They posted the Indianapolis show. We are very clearly up front.
We are large men in a sea of nerds.
In a sea of nerds. We stick out like sore thumbs. It was amazing.
It was a really good time. Super Guitar Bros up top.
Yep, they were excellent.
Opened with the Goosebump theme on 2 acoustic guitars.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know that was possible.
Yeah, no, it was amazing. I mean, for me, it was a 10 out of 10, but every concert I've ever been to for them is a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It was a good time.
Yeah, I was also shocked, not at how good it was overall, but the fact that it was not an acoustic necessarily tour, but it was the up close and personal. So they had acoustic guitars. It was a much more just personal, intimate setting. Yeah. Right, everybody was way closer. It was great. It was fantastic. I was not expecting it to be nearly as high energy as it was.
Yeah, there's a soundboard with fart machine.
Yeah.
With fart noises, and also
amazing.
He sang, was it Piano Man?
Yeah,
he sang Piano Man beautifully. I was
sang Piano Man? No, there was the goof up at the top.
What was the song? Piano Man, Rocket Man.
The one that they ended on?
I don't know. You were there.
Yeah, but they played
cover of the song.
Hey, guess what? They don't just play one song and leave.
You were there. Yeah. It was either Rocket Man or Piano Man.
They played Rocket Man.
That's what I was asking.
But yeah. So where would you like to start? I mean, we have a big list of stuff to cover. Where do you think we should kick this off with?
I want to talk about. So it's gonna be a delicate thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Because we can't talk about it.
Nobody can, which is annoying.
Grand stealing
automobiles.
7 -1.
Yeah, no. Well, we can say GTA 6 because it's confirmed that they're working on it.
Yeah.
And we can talk about the fact that there was a leak.
Yes.
We just can't talk about anything that could have been story or exclusive related to what was in that leak.
Correct. So we couldn't say allegedly it's in Vice City.
Correct.
Okay, so we won't say that.
Right, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Which, if that's true.
Yeah, that would be all that I know.
Yeah.
I know nothing else. I know people are real mad about it.
There's a few other things that that
we can't talk about, so why bring them up?
Well, there were some things that were confirmed.
Oh, okay, such as
Female protagonist.
Nice.
There were 2 confirmed protagonists because basically since 4 they've kind of went down the road of having multiple.
Yeah.
Like 5 had Trevor, Michael, and why can't I remember?
Franklin?
It was Franklin. That had 3 protagonists.
Yeah.
Some of the offshoot games like Vice City Stories and stuff also had a couple different protagonists.
Yeah.
So they've kind of set that trend. So people knew there would be multiple. It was rumored that it was a girl. It's kind of, out there now.
Yeah. So how close to release are we?
It's still early development.
Years out?
Because the leak supposedly didn't even have any dialogue. It was literally just some alpha of running around in the city.
Oh, okay.
So it was more along the lines of like, this is where they're at and it's confirmed in development. It's the outermost theories of it were kind of just confirmed.
Okay. I'm glad that there is a 6 happening because I'm tired of people complaining about 5.
Yeah, well, 5 came out in 2013.
Golly,
That's almost a decade-long game that people are still paying for.
But that means they're doing a good job, right?
Not necessarily.
Okay, all right.
So here I have a very love-hate relationship with Grand Theft Auto.
Mm-hmm.
Grand Theft Auto Vice City is arguably a game that completely revolutionized my childhood.
Sure. Yes.
Because,
love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that is where my love for the 80s came from.
Mm-hmm.
Watching all the 80s like movies.
Showgirls for me.
Yeah. Right? But like watching all the 80s movies and listening to 80s music with my parents and then playing Grand Theft Auto, being in that Miami vibrant vaporwave now is kind of the style with the music. It's my favorite stuff on the planet. I love it. I adore it. So growing with the Grand Theft Auto series, it's always interesting to see what they've done, right?
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5 is where a lot of that trust got shattered for me.
Okay.
Because they traded it in for a cash cow. I mean, that's essentially what it is. Like they just recently shut down the Red Dead Redemption,
which
servers.
was upsetting. It was fun to play
because it's way more. They have a lot more profit incentive with releasing a new car in Grand Theft Auto than they do releasing a new gun or a new horse or some of the customization stuff of Red Dead Redemption, because they don't really have to change Grand Theft Auto. They can just add a different heist that's very little effort programming wise, and then have a new set of cars, and people are going to keep playing to collect the cars. Yeah. So the customization stuff, the cosmetics is just raking in cash. So why make something new when they're still making so much money off something that's very dated at this point?
Yeah. And you think that's why they're doing 6 is just because like it's starting to look dated?
They have to. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I think it got to the point where they've milked it, like, because it's a company. They have an analytics and like a finance department, so they've seen that bell curve, right? They've been going up on those, like the people that are in at the beginning.
Yeah. And this is what people love to hear about in podcasts: bell curves.
Yeah.
About theoretical money earning.
It's important to know why we're getting the 6th one. Yeah. It's probably not because they wanted to make a 6th one.
No.
It's because they are on the laggards end of that curve.
Yeah.
And the only people that are spending money now are the whales that are buying everything. But they also know that those people are probably going to hop on to 6.
Yeah.
So, So it's one of those things where I hope it's good. I think it will be, because Grand Theft Auto 5's story was amazing.
Yeah. The games have been solid.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I think everyone's just complaining they took too long.
Yes.
But my question is the leak, since that's like the topic. How do you feel about leaks?
That's also a love-hate. I don't think in the grand scheme of things they matter too much, but sometimes they are
unless it's
absolutely
Sonic.
Well, that wasn't even a...
Oh, that was just a trailer, right?
Yeah, that was just a bad trailer.
All right, never mind. Never mind then.
Yeah, they leaked how bad they were at their job.
Yeah.
They're
like, look at these eyes.
Yeah, that was terrifying.
And teeth.
But, so... leaks are fine.
Yeah.
The problem is when people push those leaks on others. Because, like, I'm a person that I don't care about spoilers. I really don't. You do.
Yeah.
So leaks to you are a completely different thing to me. To me, a leak is finding out more information about the game, and maybe based on that information, I might buy it, I might not buy it.
Yeah.
Because, like, the leaks destroyed The Last of Us 2.
I didn't pay any attention though.
Oh, okay. So the very first leak of The Last of Us 2 was Joel dies immediately.
Oh.
So
yeah.
everybody was just pure outrage before that game even came out.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Exactly. So, and don't get me wrong, I didn't care for that game.
I liked it. I liked that Joel died.
I do too.
It was a very hard to watch and scary thing.
Yes.
So hit the themes perfect.
Actually, we've never talked about this, and I think this is definitely something worth talking about.
Okay.
We have very different opinions on The Last of Us 2.
Yeah, I'm right. You're wrong.
Agree on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Right. So you think it was great.
I thought it was a wonderful game.
I thought it was a wonderful game, but everything was out of order.
Okay.
Right. I thought it was a bad game by the way that they presented everything. Right.
Okay.
So at the beginning of the game, Joel is killed.
Yes.
I immediately hate that character.
Yes.
Just searing hatred.
Yeah.
You're supposed to. I get it. Making you then play as that character is a rough ask. And I never liked that character. I think if they would have taken her and put her at the beginning and intertwined that with like her and then the backstory of Ellie and Joel after the thing, and then you get why she's so mad at Joel, and then it cuts to the present, and then that happens with Joel, it makes her a more sympathetic character. And though you're going to hate her, it's not a hole that you're pulling yourself out of. I think that would have changed the dynamic of the game so much and made it more likable.
I don't think they're going for likability though. I think they were going for the hard, because it's like I liked that I started out going, man, I don't like this character.
I understand that, but was that worth a gigantic chunk of people hating that game?
Yes.
Just completely ignoring the fact that it really was a good story, but people couldn't get past them jumping the gun.
But that's I don't think they jumped the gun though.
You don't think so?
I don't think they did. I think they did it in that way deliberately, and I think it worked out very well. Because video games are like, yeah, some of them are just run them up shooters and whatnot, but some of them can be art and storytelling.
Yeah,
that is you getting over a huge thing of anger and eventually going, I can see why they did that, and then having it switch with the Ellie fight where in that fight when it was between you two, I was like, I don't want to kill this character.
I did. I was holding the controller, wishing it was my hands.
Yeah.
I was so wanting her to just be done.
But if we did it the other way around, we both would be going, yeah, that was a neat way they did that. Floop, boop, boop, and moved on. But like right now we're having a serious discussion about it.
Yeah.
And it is a game that is about hard decisions, and things are not always what you want. And it's going to be like that.
Oh, for sure.
But I think they did a fantastic job. And I think it was not in the wrong order.
I got you.
Yeah.
Right on. I don't know. I think they would have won a lot more people on their side and been able to tell the same story. That's at the end of the day, that's how it comes across to me.
Yeah, but I also think they're fine. They re-released 1-2 more times, and then and they're good.
Gosh, that's wild. I didn't buy like that remaster out of principle because I was just like, I already bought the first remaster. And that was not very long ago. Like, I get it, it's a different generation, but I mean, I can still play.
It looks even better, though.
Yeah, it does.
So, and it's also for people that maybe haven't had the chance to play it yet and stuff like that. Or
and I hope they play because the first one to me is leagues better than the second one.
Both really good games.
Yeah.
A lot of good games on both sides.
Yeah. I'm not saying the second one's a bad game. It's just, man, they dug that hole.
Yeah, I think that was a good thing to do.
Yeah.
I think it was a divisive and a topic of discussion.
Yeah, because Joel's one of my favorite video game characters.
He was fantastic.
He was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was a fun little chat. I know a lot of people have a lot of strong opinions on that.
Let us know what you think, guys. NerdNewsChannel@gmail.com.
Yeah, who's right, Tyson or me? Please let us know so the other person can feel really bad.
Yeah. The other person has to do the next show naked.
Ooh.
I hope
pick me.
Speaking of, I almost said a little bit of a crass thing about putting a something in their butt.
Ooh.
But did you hear the story about this world-renowned chess player?
No.
He put a vibrating anal toy.
No.
Into himself.
I don't think you beat around the bush by saying anal toy, but I don't think that'll help. I'm pretty sure the word that's the problem is anal.
All right. He put a thing up there.
Yeah. Say sphincter.
Yep. And it was vibrating, and he could get like updates, which I don't know what updates you need for chess that require hacking. I don't know. Just Morse code.
Is this real?
Yes.
So he just like,
Yeah, I gotta like it might be something where like people are like going over his old footage or whatever to be like, if he does this, he wants this to happen. But like, I think the thing that gave him away is when he came in his pants.
Yeah, right.
Night to
That's wild.
yeah.
That's so funny.
And then to be like to refute it, I'll play naked. Like, well,
That's what he said?
yeah.
Oh,
I don't think that helps.
I think
with
they should
something
let him do it.
inside of your body.
It does if there's a cable running out.
I'm just imagining like a thick like Cat 5 cable. Well, none of this is usable.
Yep.
I just got back from West Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Mothman Fest.
Which sounds amazing. Can I
super
tell
fun.
you the most shocked thing you told me about it was?
Yes.
West Virginia is 4 hours from us. That math did not add up in my head. I was like, Indiana, West Virginia, and it just, no, you look on a map, it's 4 hours away.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I drove through 4 states.
Yeah.
Which, because Indiana to Ohio, touched Kentucky, back to Ohio, into West Virginia. Yeah. And I just touched West Virginia, too. I was just like a bloop cat dipping its paw in the water.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was right on the edge of Ohio. Town has 5,000 people living in it. And Mothman Festival this year had 30,000 people through it.
Do you know if that is a good turnout, a low turnout
3 times the size.
of normal?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was rough. It was
I wonder
packed.
why. Like, what this year made triple?
2-year hiatus, maybe.
I guess that's true.
But man,
People are excited to do anything now.
yeah.
I mean, it's like this weird trauma after COVID. It's like everything, no matter what it is going to get a lot of people because they just want to do stuff.
Yeah, well, and they like did it before, missed it. It was a good time. I loved that like they there's 2 people from and I gotta watch the show. People recommended. Apparently, I'm gonna like it. It's 2 people from like Monster Mountain or something like that.
Okay.
And it's not Bigfoot hunters. Like they're like, hey, we're gonna take a peek and gonna see if we can. It's like, get in the truck. We're gonna go get us a Bigfoot. Click clack. Like it's.
And that's a show?
That's a show.
Ooh.
They're hunting Bigfoot. They're
That's
not like
tempting.
looking for him. Bigfoot owes them money.
Call me season 8.
Call me season 8.
Tell me how they're doing.
We're probably near there. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
It's crazy.
But they had 2 dudes there for the meet and greet, and they were just like in a tent with shade, with a line, just a huge line. But it was just 2. There was no prompt, no pomp, no circumstance. There was just like, hey, it's me, bearded man from the show.
That's wild. I would love to get like the behind the scenes of like, do you really believe in Bigfoot?
Look at my wallet.
Yeah. Wait,
You
what?
did. Look at my wallet.
Look at your wallet?
Full of money. Hell yeah. I believe in Bigfoot.
Exactly.
Well, there was so I watched Monstrum. It was on PBS, and there was a guy from Point Pleasant, West Virginia, where Mothman is from, and they were like, "Do you believe in Mothman?" And he's like, "Well, I'll tell you what. When the sightings were first coming out, no way, it's true. Wouldn't believe a single thing about it. Seemed silly and dumb. Mm-hmm. Then all that money coming to town." Let's just say, yeah, I believe in Mothman.
It's funny how that works out though, because there's a huge section of people that genuinely believe.
Yeah.
That really want to know. And then there's all these people that are like, I got your answers.
I think he's neat.
Yeah.
I like him. I'm wearing. I got a shirt from. There's a Jackalope shirt from there. That was the other thing too. Is like there was. It was so great. So it's the Mothman Festival in West Virginia. So you may or may not guess this. Not a lot of people of color there.
Okay.
But we're walking around and saw a black dude. I was like, hell yeah, brother. Then I saw. Here's the one that really stood out. A man in a full Garfield costume.
Okay.
You know, America's most murderous cryptid.
Yeah.
Garfield the cat.
Oh my gosh, those comics that come out that make Garfield like a horror story.
Oh, the I'm Sorry, Johns. Terrifying.
Amazing.
So
I
scary.
Love them.
So then I started to play a game. I wanted to say like, who's gonna have more, POCs or Garfields?
Okay.
And it was 2-1. And then eventually I saw another black guy.
Yeah, I was ready to
Yes.
say it's got to be Garfield.
It was the first Garfield. I was like, weird.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like it was 2 of the same like store bought. One was like an inflatable, like this guy's having a nice time in there. There's a fan on him, inflatable Garfield, right?
Why? I know Garfield is the mascot to every company now because of fair use.
Yeah,
but
I always say eminent domain, which is very weird.
it's very different.
But yeah, and then I saw another Garfield in like a hot, very sweaty costume, and I felt so bad.
Those are the people that are in it for something else.
Oof. There was a lady that was dressed up as like cute Mothman I took a picture with. And I'm like, don't do this to me. Don't you awaken things.
I'm too old for this.
Too old for this. I don't got carpet budget. But then there was also
Carpet budget
to buy a furry suit.
Oh, okay, yeah. I gotcha. What is it called? Carpet?
I have no idea.
What?
What? They're dressed in a carpet. What do you mean? What? No, Nate. I'm just being a goof to the not knocking the furry community. You guys do you.
Yeah,
but it's not cheap. I know that.
Yeah, I was like, that's a nice carpet.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's a. I was making a joke on our comedy podcast, Tyler. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's on you, really.
Anyways, there was also the Ghostbusters were there, which makes sense.
Okay.
But they had a big table out, and you had like a 30-foot tall Stay Puft Marshmallow Man you could take pictures with.
Okay.
They had, like,
these are just
car.
people that
just people had a booth.
Okay, cool.
You're like, all right,
yeah,
that's fine. Mm-hmm. And then next to them was the 501 Legion, the 501st Legion from Star Wars.
All right.
Just
also,
right, yeah,
very popular cryptid.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're like, we got Yoda.
Yeah.
We got him.
Good friends with Mothman. Actually.
Chewbacca, not Bigfoot.
Similar,
but different.
Did you know that there's a comic book series where Chewbacca, if I remember correctly, his ship gets shot down, like him and Hoth are in a ship, they get shot down, and they land on a planet. Huh?
You said him and Hoth. Him and an entire ice planet were on a ship.
Yes.
Get your fake stories right, Tyler.
Yeah, my bad. But they crash land on a planet that's like indoor, real foresty.
Yeah.
But it's actually Earth.
That's great.
And he gets mistaken. The iconic Bigfoot is actually Chewbacca. It's just a goof comic book series they did back in the day.
I'd love to
Chewbacca is actually Bigfoot.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, no, it's so fun.
They what else was going on there? There was there was somebody, like, you could tell, like, a lot of it was Bigfoot, a lot of it was Mothman, made sense. Some people like Jersey Devil, little things like that. But then there was one whole booth that was like the Wisconsin Hogan. And everyone's like, what is that? So there's people like petitioning to get their cryptid more popular. And it looks like a lizardy bulldog. And they were like letting kids take pictures on this wooden thing, and like they had a car with a bunch of Hogan stickers on it, and they're like, hey, we'll answer any questions you've got about the Hogan. And I'm like, I don't have any because I don't know what it is.
So are those people having a good time with their thing, or are they hustling trying to get people to believe it's real? Both?
Maybe? I think it's
because I've never heard of that. And you and I both love cryptid.
Yeah.
It would be hard pressed to find a cryptid that we don't know about.
I've heard of it, but like I don't know anything about it. It's like a C string. He's trying to bump him up.
No, okay.
You know, like where Bigfoot, aliens, I think that's like S tier. Mothman is A tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hogan, B or C.
Probably.
You know?
Okay. I get you.
But yeah, and then the scariest one of them all was there's a fella dressed as Batman.
Okay.
Very out of shape.
Okay.
Very large wiener.
Okay.
He was just walking around.
Good for him.
Yeah. Like he had the kind of gut, like I think he made a deal with himself. He's like, I'll stop eating as soon as I can't see it. Because this thing, like, my friend tapped me on the shoulder and was like, look at Batman's junk. Look at his baton, you know? And I was like, what?
That's great.
All right. I just see, like, it's like not a great Batman costume. Mm-hmm. Just like black leotard, right? Like a belt and a cape, and like, it looked like it was two different things put together.
All right.
And I looked down, I was like, oh yeah, he's got, like, look at his junk. And I looked down, I was like, good for him.
Was it an actual, like, a piece, or was it like all balls?
It was like, you could see the separation.
Oh, okay.
Like he had a Batmobile.
Because it could have just been cannonball testicles.
No. It was a pork chop down his leg. You know what I mean? Which I was like, oh.
Who knew Batman got a bat hog?
Yeah. God. But it was super fun. It was a really good time. They had a little museum where you see all the stuff. A lot of the museum was dedicated to, like, they had a movie about our town. Wasn't filmed here.
Oh, that's great.
Like, this is real foam concrete that they used in the movie. Or, like, this is the real chapstick that they used in the movie. Like, you could just buy a chapstick that looked like it and lie.
Oh, for sure.
Which, yeah.
I'm really hoping I can go next year.
I'm definitely going. I'm gonna get a booth. I'm gonna sell T-shirts. Yeah. I'm gonna pay off my college debt.
Right.
I don't have college debt. I failed out of school too early. Hey, that's the show. I think we're gonna wrap up here for the day. Check us out on Thursday. We got another episode. But hey, hit us with topics, news that's coming up, anything you want to hear us talk about at the Nerd News channel at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Find us on all the platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the stuff. We're sellouts, so come find us. We love doing this for you, so thank you so much. I'm Tyson Cox.
And I'm Tyler Waltz.
Yep, check out Defense Mechanism on the internet.